I will not be at ARC Music Festival this year. I know. I'm sorry to disappoint. I would not leave my house and techno fans without some artist recommendations. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what sets I would be going to if I was attending ARC Music Festival. I know I'm a big house and techno head, and it's very disappointing that I will not be at ARC. I get it. I took a big game, but I decided to branch out and go to Electric Zoo this year, but my heart and spirit will be at ARC. I went to ARC in 2021, had the best time. Last year, the cards just didn't work out for me to go, and then this year, Electric Zoo just seemed like the right move for me to make. Nonetheless, this lineup is stacked, and honestly, this is going to actually pain me to go through it. I haven't fully gone through this lineup because I knew I wasn't going to ARC, so I just didn't want to put myself through this. So you're welcome, you guys. Let's break it down. Let's talk about all the artists I would see if I was going to ARC Music Festival. What I will say about ARC that I really loved is that the space and the distance between the stages is very manageable. If you wanted to split sets, you definitely could, which I appreciated. The sound bleed is also not bad, which is great. So we have the grid. This is going to be more so your main stage type of feel at ARC. Then we have the Elrose stage. This was a tent. I think it is still a tent where they're able to do like a very immersive design with it. Then there's expansions, and then there's the ARC car, which is kind of like an ARC car, kind of in the middle of everything. Kicking it off, starting on Friday, I believe I would go Hiroku Yamamura, back-to-back DJ Minx. These are actually two artists I've been dying to see. They are absolute legends, and I think everyone needs to see them and just take notes. Essentially, I would probably see the first hour of that and kick off my day at that stage at Expansions. I just think, you know, they're very talented and they've been around a minute. They're pioneers in what they do. And yeah, I think that would just be really cool to see. And that's what I really appreciate about ARC is like, yes, they have the new and exciting upcoming talent or like household names, but then they also have people that like have built the culture, you know what I mean? So it's always great to just like, you know, see some of these artists and whatnot. And then I think where I would go after that is Christoph back-to-back Frankie Wah from 3 to 4. These are two artists I absolutely love when it comes to some of that like dark progressive house. And Frankie Wah is like blowing up, honestly. I've been dying to see him. I'm going to see him at Izu, which I'm excited about. Christoph I've seen multiple times, but it's going to be cool seeing them in that 3 p.m. time slot. I think I would have preferred nighttime, but I'm not sure if they're doing any afters, but I would definitely be interested in that because that's what their music feels like. So I'd be curious what a daytime set from them would look like. Then after that, we have Tin Liquor, Sam Divine, Mallgrab back-to-back Kedema, and Nuran, maybe? I honestly I would do Sam Divine. I might do as if I'm going. I think I would do Sam Divine from 4 to 5:30. I think I would do the full set because her at Elro would just be an absolute banger. She is that defected house music, just feel good energy, consistent groove and vibe. Mallgrab back-to-back Kedema is like also a sound I've really been leaning into and liking. That's house, but like more if you like Salute, kind of that similar house music where it's almost like kind of like lo-fi-y but pretty and twinkly. Like I don't know how else to describe it. I would probably do Sam Divine until Adam Beyer. So I would be at Sam Divine from 4 to 5, then go to Adam Beyer. I would probably, that's tough. Ooh, wait. And Fisa Letiago from 5:30 to 7. Actually, I don't know. This is tough. Oh my God. I wouldn't see James Hype. I love James Hype. Wouldn't see him. Tara Brooks is also another great like person to see. Oh my God, this is tough. Maybe I would do Sam Divine, hop over to Adam Beyer, and then maybe catch a little bit of Fisa Letiago. But again, that's a lot of bouncing around, and I kind of would like to be there for the full vibe. I could honestly just do Sam Divine, go in Fisa Letiago, and skip Adam Beyer, and like would have gotten Adam Beyer after party tickets if that was available. And then Boris Brejcha, Walker and Royce, Boys Noise, and Iglesias. This is also another tough one, and everyone that is a Boris fan will probably come at me for this. I love Boris, but like, that's all I'll say. I love Boris. Boris fans just will always choose him no matter what. And like, he's great. He's super talented. But I kind of sometimes would prefer to see other artists sometimes. But at Arc, a festival like Arc, on that stage, that's tempting. So honestly, I'm changing a lot. Okay, let me gather my thoughts. Sam Divine to Anfisa Letiago. Then I'd probably go to Boris for a little bit. I would want to see some of Iglesias. This is like an up and coming tech house artist that I absolutely like have been digging. More of like that Michael Bibi kind of sound, I would say. I would probably try to go catch a little bit of that. And then I would end at Eric Prydz Holo for sure. 100%. Yeah. So maybe like I would stay at Boris for a little bit and then go to Iglesias at the Art Car. I've seen Walker and Roy, seen Boys Noise, so that's kind of like my reasoning with that. And then out of the rest of the people that are ending, like I'm not the biggest Nina Kravitz fan. I don't know. I've seen her once and I just wasn't digging it, honestly. I thought it was just like didn't really have a flow to it. It was kind of just doing too much for the sake of doing too much, if that makes sense. So I would end with Eric Prydz Holo. So Friday, Hiroku Yamamura back-to-back DJ Minx, then Christoph back-to-back Frankie Wah, Sam Divine, Anfisa Letiago, Boris Precha, Iglesias, and then Holo. That's a pretty good day if I say so myself, and it's diverse. We got a little bit of everything, and I would hit all of the stages, which is cool. That's always cool when you don't stay at the same stage the whole time. No hate if you do, but I like to bounce around. And then kicking it off with Saturday, I'm not too familiar with the first time slot, so that would be like more of an exploring time. Then I would probably see Moodymann back-to-back Carl Craig. Again, some legends in the house that it would just be really great to go see. I would probably see them from 3 to 4. Then I would go to Eli Brown. We all know I'm a big Eli Brown girly. 4 to 5 p.m. I'm there, you know. Then after that, Patrick Topping is playing on the main stage. He played on Elro. Oh, so it looks like the grid has more like house kind of vibes that day. Wait, this day is stacked. Okay, 4 to 5. Maybe after Eli Brown's done, I'll go see the Blessed Madonna. I actually haven't seen her in a long time. I would be down for that. I feel like that would be like some groovy house vibes. Then after that, this is tough if you like house music. Oh my God. Okay. I literally don't know what I would do. Leave it up to God. I'm just kidding. I would probably see the beginning of Hot Since 82. I literally would try to maybe hit all of these because I've seen all of these artists. But I feel like, 2.5 hours of Fisher, Loco Dice, and Nick Fanciulli, that's pretty fire. So I'd probably do Hot Since 82. And then I might stay at that back-to-back. Or go see a little bit of Fatboy Slim. But that Ilario Alicante back-to-back Dennis Cruz at Elro, that's going to be a vibe too. So I think I love John Summit, and I feel like he would put on a really good set because Chicago, all of that, 2-hour set. This is tough. Also, who is that TBA? Like from 8:30 to 10? Like, you're going to throw in another name in the mix that you have yet to announce? I'm stumped. Like, you guys let me know who you're seeing because I am really stumped on this. And if I'm stumped, you guys must be stumped. Like, my brain is still calculating this. I probably do Hot Since 82, Fatboy Slim. I think I would go to the Fisher back-to-back, and then I might end at Ilario Alicante, and I might pop over to John Summit because it is a small festival ground. So, like, I could essentially hit all of these, but if I were to do that full Fisher back-to-back, I feel like you guys are going to get taken on a journey that's going to be a moment. Okay, I think I sold myself on that. I really think planting myself for 2.5 hours at that back-to-back is going to be really special. That's just like something you don't really come across. You know what I mean? Okay, I feel valid in that. So Saturday, again, I don't know who I would start with. If anyone has any recommendations on who they're seeing for that 2 to 3 time slot, then I would go Moodymann back-to-back Carl Craig, Eli Brown, the Blessed Madonna, Hot Since 82, and then Fisher back-to-back Loco Dice, back-to-back Nick Fanciulli. I mean, Fatboy Slim is also a legend. Like, you really can't go wrong there. Lee Foss back-to-back Gene Ferris, also like Chicago legends that like it would just be so much fun. And then, of course, John Summit is great. Ilario Alicante back-to-back Dennis Cruz. That's going to be, like, just groovy and, like, it's just going to do that. But yeah, I keep coming back to that Fisher back to back. I feel like that's going to be really special. Okay, that's Saturday. Moving on to Sunday, we got some TBAs. I'd probably start out with Kevin Knapp. I've been wanting to see him, really like his stuff, Elro stage. Then we have Miss Monique. Oh, Themba's on here. That's cool. I do Miss Monique at 3 to 4. Love her sound. Love what she's doing. It seems like this day is like a very melodic techno-y vibe. Then I would probably, this is tough. Kevin DeVry from 4 to 5. Kyle Walker 4 to 5:30 at Elro. Carlita back-to-back Chloe Calais 4 to 5. That would also be like groovy. Oh, this day is tough too. Okay. Who would I really want to see? I don't know if I would want to see Kevin DeVry at a daytime set. Same with Miss Monique. I don't know, but I would do it. Kyle Walker at Elro though would be super fun, but then Carlita back-to-back Chloe Calais would also be fun. I would probably split that set between Kyle Walker and Carlita back-to-back Chloe Calais. Then after that, Escuche has 3 sets this weekend. That's a lot. After that, I'd probably go Ame back-to-back Dixon. I did see Ame at Seismic last year. Really enjoyed it. I still have never seen Dixon. I feel like that's a really special kind of like B2B. Dax J would also be calling my name as like a techno artist at the Art Car. So that could be a potential. I probably would do Ame back-to-back Dixon. Then I would probably do Peggy Goo because I still have never seen her. Wade is also a good choice. Mochak is also a good choice. Dax J is also a good choice. I would probably then catch the end of Sarah Landry. Yeah, I'd probably go Peggy Goo, Sarah Landry, techno queen. I love her. She's from Austin or lived in Austin. Probably would do her. And then I would love to see Tale of Us, but I don't know. I feel like the art crowd would be the crowd to see Tale of Us in, but I have some reservations. So I would probably feel out how the crowd is at Tale of Us. And if not, Vintage Culture at Elro is a great way to end ARC. I do love Black Coffee, but if I wanted to like end ARC on like a kind of note, Black Coffee takes a while to build, and I do like Black Coffee, but Vintage Culture, I always love a good Vintage Culture set, and Tale of Us will also be great, but yeah, I think that's what I'm leaning towards. So for the final day, we got Kevin Knapp, Miss Monique, and then I would split Kyle Walker and Carlita back-to-back Chloe Calais. Then I would go to Ame back-to-back Dixon, and then I would do Peggy Goo, Sarah Landry, and then Tale of Us and Vintage Culture. So there we have it, you guys. That is who I would be seeing if I was going to ARC Music Festival. If you are going, let me know who you're excited to see. I wish I was going. I hope my return to ARC maybe happens next year. It was a really solid festival when I went, and they really do have their shit together. I really commend them for that. When I went the first year, I was like blown away because it was the first year ever. So it really is an amazing experience. I didn't even touch on the after parties because honestly, there are so many and a lot of them have already sold out, but I was just taking a look at some of these and I was just blown away. Like any of the ones at Radius like automatically would do. But yeah, I hope you guys have the best weekend if you're going to ARC. Have the best time for me. If you want to send me some videos of artists you saw, or maybe I introduced you to a new artist today, I would love to know. So keep me posted on things. I hope you have the best weekend. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to vibe with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.